Andrea. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, be a part of the family, and also go ahead and hit that notification bell so every time I post something you won't miss it. So if you guys cannot already tell, your girl is big chillin'. I have a very large like sweater on. That just tells you that I'm real cool, calm, and collective. And this is going to be a real smooth short video. All I'm going to be doing for you guys is just basically showing you guys a little short nursing school book haul of all the books that I will be using next semester, and then also telling you guys about my schedule. So really, before just jumping straight into the schedule, I just want to tell you guys this semester that I have coming up is supposed to be one of the hardest semesters of my nursing program. The workload is very large. There's two major classes, a clinical, and then to be a full-time student you have to take another class, which would be an elective. So again, that's two major classes, a clinical and a elective. So let me just tell you guys, the classes are mental health, med-surg 2. You guys already know that I've taken med-surg 1 in my second semester, which was about a year ago. And then of course the clinicals for each of those major classes. And then my elective is, an environmental health class, but that's online. So just jumping straight into it, because I do, like, throughout the school year, I do have, some of you guys do ask me, you know, what is my schedule like? I do want to say, as I have moved on through each semester, my schedule, it changes completely. My first semester, like I told y'all, the first semester workload was a lot. Second semester kind of died down a little bit, so I wasn't at school as much. And then my third semester, I was literally at school maybe one day out of the week. But next semester, I am basically at school almost every day. So my workload again is back to as, you know, much as it was my first semester, if not worse. Okay, so just to jump into my schedule, and I do have it written down because obviously I don't know it 100% yet, and I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. So like I told y'all, I do have that elective class, which is my environmental health. Luckily for me, hopefully it's going to be a lucky type thing, but that class is going to be online. It's actually not even necessarily for my degree plan or for nursing, but it is a school, or it is a class that is offered as from my school as a whole. So what I mean by that is, so there's nursing classes, of course, and then you have classes that are offered by the university in general. So this environmental class is actually one of the classes that's just provided by the university in general. So besides from that online class, like I told y'all, I do have my mental health lecture class, and that's going to be on Thursdays from 9 to 11:50. I am glad that it is a shorter class time, because my third semester we had class from like 9 to 4, and it was so draining. Like, I just felt like after lunchtime my mind was gone. So I'm just kind of super glad that, you know, that class is only from 9 to 11:50. Same thing with med-surg 2, but I have that on Monday from 9 to 11:50. Again, I'm glad the class is much shorter. So aside from those two major classes, like I told you guys, I have a clinical for each of those classes. Well, how it works at my program for this semester is, since we do have two clinicals to go with those two major classes, our clinicals happen in blocks. So for 3 weeks, we'll have our med-surg clinical. For 3 weeks, we'll have our psych clinical. The next 3 weeks, we'll go back to med-surg. So we switch on and off. I believe it's 3 weeks. Don't mark me 100%. But they do happen in blocks. So we're not having the clinicals within the same week. But as well as us having these clinicals, I do want to say, so my mental health nursing clinical is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 10. And then when I'm in my med-surg block, it is on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 8:30 to 4:30. I think that doesn't even sound right, but it's from 8:30 to 4:30. So even though, so let's just say, so you guys can have a better understanding, let's just say that I'm in my med-surg clinical block. Even though I'm taking my med-surg clinical, I'll still be in my psych class. So my two lecture classes will never change. However, just keep in mind, you know, my clinical classes switch off every 3 weeks. And of course, like always, you know, aside from the clinical itself, I do have simulation. If I can remember correctly, I think they said we have simulation every week. So on top of having this full course load, having these 2 major classes, having a clinical, having the online class, I'll also have simulation as well. So really my only off day, which really is not even considered an off day because I'm sure I'll be studying, is Friday when I am in for my med-surg block and my psych block. And then when I'm in my psych block, meaning when I'm only taking my psych clinical, the other off day that I'll have is Wednesday. So that's really it for my schedule. I know that's probably super confusing. Honestly, it's confusing for me, but just so you guys kind of have a gist of like how much class time or how much time I will actually be in the classroom come the fall semester. Okay, so as far as the books, honestly guys, I'm not even fixing to sit in front of this camera and tell y'all that I bought all these books out of, you know, my pocket, my money, because I didn't. Luckily, I have a friend that's in a semester above me, so these were actually her books and she is letting me use them. I'm so thankful. So this book I did buy this book. This was from my first semester, and then this med-surg book is from my second semester. But just to kind of run through the books and tell you what I'm going to be using it for, this is kind of self-explanatory. This is the drug guide book. When I tell y'all, I honestly wouldn't be able to survive nursing school without a drug guide book. It's really handy, and I really like to bring this with me when I go to clinicals, just so that way if there's any medication that I have no idea what it is, I can just easily look it up in this drug book. Okay, and then the next one, like I told y'all, I think it was like in my med-surg 2 clinical video, I don't know what it was, but I had told y'all how I could never really read the med-surg book because it was so much extra information. I had got this med-surg clinical guidebook, and it helped me so much because this book, it gets straight to the point. It doesn't have all that extra. Honestly, I just feel like there's just so many words inside an actual textbook that is not even needed. Like I said, this gets straight to the point, so I use this so much and it was so helpful. The next book is going to be my psych book. I just started, well, right now, like I told you guys, I kind of started doing my notes for the next semester, kind of the farm, because I know the farm is super important when it comes to psych. So I started reading this, or like reading one of the chapters out of it last night. I do want to say so far, it's actually not that bad to read. It's pretty easy to understand. So this is my psych book. Again, I'm taking psych, so this is what that book is going to be for. And then my last book, of course, is going to be my med-surg book. Of course, like I told y'all, I already took med-surg 1. So this semester I'm taking med-surg 2. And then I know just from like my friends taking the class, they said that, you know, patho is super important. I still have my patho books. To be real, I still have all my books that I've used the entire time I've been in nursing school. So of course, aside from these books, I'm going to be using those books as well to help me. But guys, I mean, that's really it. You know, y'all know my schedule now. You see the books I'm going to be using. And hopefully, you know, everything is smooth sailing with the semester. I want to literally knock this semester, put it straight in the books, because like I told y'all, this semester is supposed to be one of the hardest. So I try not to like put that in mind and drill that in my mind, because I feel like that just puts negative thoughts and already feels like I'm limiting myself because it's supposed to be hard. But I mean, that's really it. You know, I'm just gonna do what I can do, study as much as I can, and hopefully, you know, pass the semester of flying colors. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little short nursing school book haul, as well as finding out, you know, exactly what my schedule is going to be for next semester. If there are any other hauls you would like to see, like a nursing school supplies haul, which I do plan to do once I actually get my supplies, and any other video requests that you guys have for me, please be sure to leave them down below in the comments, and I would definitely check them out. Definitely try to, you know, reach those requests as soon as possible. I do want to say before I forget, when school actually starts, and probably a week or two leading up into school, this schedule of me uploading like 2 or 3 videos a week, of course, y'all know I'm not going to be, y'all heard my schedule. I clearly cannot upload as much when the semester starts. So just bear with me, responding to emails, responding to DMs, all that. I will try to get to it, you know, as fast as I can. But, you know, guys, keep in mind that school will always come first. But, you know, I still have a month to keep, you know, uploading as much as I can, when I can. And just, you know, like I said, fulfilling you guys' requests. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, stay up, stay with it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.